Alright everybody, I'm back out here on my little island, and I've gone all the way around this island. It's pretty small, and I managed to find, get the right vessel here, managed to find all this copper here. There's also 200 units worth of copper in there, and I found butt tons of bismuth. I've got almost 2 stacks of bismuth. Got a little bit of galena, which isn't going to do us a whole lot of good anytime soon. But I got it in there, and I've marked most of the areas that I felt were probably going to be veins. And so I couldn't find any sphalerite to go with the bismuth or any cassiterite to make bronze. No gold, no silver. Most of the copper that I did find was from gold panning, actually. I managed to break like 6 or so bowls gold panning all around the edge over there on that side. Once I did like 4, I think it was about 4 of them, it took me to actually get to where I was getting a pretty good amount. So it's not the most productive thing in the very beginning, but it'll get you somewhere. So I'm going ahead and making copper tools, which I really didn't want to have to do, but I gotta do what I gotta do. But the main reason is because I need this saw, because this island is so small and so short on reef sources that I'm going to have to make me a boat. And I'm going to have to go for a little boat ride. So, now one thing with this saw is you can now cut logs down. And I need to check here. Okay, this needs actual plank blocks to make it. So we're going to take our log here and put our saw above it, and we get us some lumber here. They only stack in 32. And then you put them together like that, and you'll get your planks. And I'm going to need that many right there. So I'll do that. That'll unlock the crafting bench. Now you'll notice I didn't get it when I did that, but it did open my full grid up. So now we can craft anything that would take a normal, stop doing that, a normal crafting grid, the normal 3x3. So now we can make a boat. So I am going to take off from my little island here. I'll go ahead and take my torches. I've got, marks over there, so I'll be able to find where I'm going if I need to come back, or how to get back if I need to. So we're going to jump in this boat, and I actually want to go south, see if I can get a little bit closer to the equator. And I have the berry bushes that I had grabbed, but I want to come over here and get me a good drink of water here. By the way, if you heard that noise, that's when you blow in the jug. Alright, so this is a northerly direction. I want to go south. So go around our little island here and see what we can find. And I also want to get me a fishing pole made soon so I can start doing a bit of fishing. One main thing about this island that is kind of nice is the rock salt here is what you use to actually make salt. So I definitely want to remember where this area is so I can come back to it. Alright, wait a minute. So I just went all the way around the island for nothing. I was going actually south. Okay, hold on. Let's go over this way. And then we're going to turn and go this way. So I just got all the marks off of my map and can see. It looks like we actually have something. Is that part of my main island? Or is that another area we're coming up on? I'm about 300 blocks away from my marks, and I don't think that's quite big enough. So I would say this is... no, this definitely looks like the same place. Yep, this is the same place. Okay. So I've been on this little island over here, so we need to go this way. And looks like we might actually... Is this all connected too? The island's bigger than I thought it was. It's amazing when you're actually out walking around this stuff how much area you can cover and not realize. Alright, well we're just gonna go right on past this too. Trying to look. Yeah, it's definitely somewhere I've been. I remember there's a big hole kind of area right over there. So let's just go straight this way. If you can find a good lake biome, you can get some good fishing done in the bigger lake biomes. So it's hoping what I can find one of them when I get to this new island. Now, is this going to be a good sized one or a small one? Looks kind of small to me. Oh, there we go. It's a little bit separated there, and then we got this. Definitely don't want to be playing in them trees. That's going to be a dangerous place there. Look at the size of them trees. Holy crap, those are some big trees. That's definitely going to be dangerous in there. Oh. Is that a rock or is that actually copper? That looks like copper right there. Alright, so let's stop right here. Hop out of this boat. Boat, don't go breaking. Those are some massive trees. Alright, my boat didn't break. That's good. And that is definitely either kaolite or copper. Now it looks like kaolite, not copper. Kaolite is very important, so we definitely want to grab it. Let's do this. And we've got us a little piece here. And that is what it is. It is kaolite. Now, kaolite is something that we need to make our actual crucible. In this, we will have to mix kaolite powder after it's been done in a quern. And we mix that with graphite and clay, and we make a fire clay. And then 5 of those fire clay, and we nap it into a crucible. Or you can make clay fire bricks. So we are definitely going to need to know where this is. So let's make a marker here. And that's probably not how it's spelled, but it's good enough for me. So that is a great find. Now we will just need to find actual copper eventually. Or graphite, sorry. What we're actually looking for right now is some tin or sphalerite. We're going to do just a little once around this island here. See how big it is. It's definitely a jungle biome, which is going to be a little rough to deal with. You're going to have a lot of land cover, I do believe. So we're going to have very little we'll be able to see on the ground. I was hoping there'd be another biome on this island, but it doesn't look like there is. I'm also looking around the edges to see if I see any ores like we did with the kaolite over there. Or like right there, you see that light green thing? That is actually going to be food. That looks like cabbage right there. So let's hop out of our boat here and we'll go check that out. And yeah, I hear you, buddy. I'm not here. You've never seen me, so don't even worry about it. Alright, so we're just going to do a little looking through the bush here. This would be where a sai would come in real handy because we could kind of bushwhack through these leaves, get us some saplings, get us some sticks. I definitely want to break some of these leaves here and see if we can get us a sapling. Some of these lower ones will be easier to get. And we'll just kind of look around, see if we see anything. Getting a little bit of sticks out of it, but I don't think I got... No, I ain't got a sapling yet. Like I said, scythe will make this a lot easier, but I don't want to waste all of my copper on tools at the moment. I hear bones. Don't like hearing bones. See if we can get through here. You gotta be very careful when you're doing this because of the ground cover. You can't really see what's on the ground, and that can be dangerous because there could be a hole there for you to fall in. Let's go ahead and take this opportunity to grab a little water. It's one thing in TerraFirmaCraft, if you ain't got some way of getting water, like I don't have an extra large vessel to collect water when it rains, you really got to grab the water when you see it, even if you're not completely thirsty yet. It's really kind of a good idea to, if you're not on a nomad trek like I am at the moment, to kind of fill you a large vessel or a barrel up with fresh water and carry it with you. Like if you go mining or something like that, kind of helps to make sure you have some water on you when you need it. I've gone on many mining trips and then come out and was almost dying of thirst. Alright, I'm not seeing anything real helpful on this island. It's pretty treacherous trying to get through, so I think we've got the important part of what we need. It's a nice looking tree here. Let's go ahead and boat on away before nighttime gets here and see what else we can find. There's a little bit of land over here. Let's go see if this is going to be a different biome. Yeah, this definitely don't look like jungle. Might even be a little bit bigger than the last one. We got a bit over there as well. Doesn't look like it's a different kind of rock, though. That's the biggest issue, is we gotta have something a bit different to find different ores in. Because every ore has its own groups of rock that it can spawn in. The reason why we may not have found anything other than bismuth and copper is because, well, platinum, lead, who cares about those, is because the ones we need don't spawn in this kind of rock. Yeah, this is going to be a really forested one as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just zoom my butt back to the south, head on a little bit further down here. Looks like we got a lot of little islands stretched across here. Got another island over here. I'd really like to find a nice big continent instead of a lot of little islands. Not seeing anything that's really sticking out to me on any of these. Still looking like that same white colored stone there, which is probably going to be rock salt. I'd really like to find a different kind of stone. Now, there's another tool we're going to have to get very soon, and that's a chisel. Hoping to be able to make it out of bronze. We will use it a lot, but we need it in the very beginning just so we can get our corn. Our corn is going to be good and important because it's going to give us a way of making bread from our grains, and it's also going to give us a way of breaking down rock salt into salt and breaking the kaolite down into kaolite powder. So we definitely want to get a hold of one of them as soon as possible. We'll have to use a chisel for that. Once I find me a place I'd like to call home, at least for a little while, we will look at trying to make a chisel. There's some grains growing right there, I do believe. It's nice tall. Wait a minute. That looks green, so I think it's bismuth. Let me go look here. That might actually be malachite. Hold on. They look pretty clear. No mobs close by. Let's go check this out. If that's kaolite, which I definitely think that is, or malachite, sorry. Yeah, that is malachite. That is copper. And this is a regular unit. So that's 25 units of copper right there in the side of the mountain. You can see quite a bit of them there. So I'm actually going to set up shop right here. I'll put a couple torches around here so y'all can see. Try to keep some mobs away. And I am going to do some mining. Now this is where things get a little bit difficult because there's landslides. Every time you break a rock, there is a chance that it's going to make something else fall around it. all of the stone can fall. Now, one thing I can show you here is when we get ready to make our quern, which we're going to have, as I said, the chisel to do, we're also going to need that right there. And that is a regular block. And if you look, you can use these to make comparators. You can use them to make walls. You need 3 of them to make your handstone. You can use them for repeaters, pressure plates, buttons. The main thing is we need it for this handstone here. And you just get them just like I did that one. You break out the blocks on either side of it, and then you will get it to fall because there's nothing holding it. And I'm going to do that while trying to mine this stuff out. Now, one thing I'm probably going to want to do is make me some supports, which I swore was made like this. Let's check this out and figure it out. Oh, it's on the side. Okay. So you can do it in a 2x2 grid. So we're going to make these supports here. And what these are going to do is they're going to help hold up this rock from falling in on me. And what you do is you put them down like this. And you can put them, if I remember correctly, 5 apart. And then the actual crossbar is what helps. Anything that falls on top of this will break it, but it'll help to hold things up. So you definitely want to have something on top of it. Try not to drop things on it. It's very good to have when you're down below ground mining. Now, what I'm actually going to do is attempt to climb up some ladders here. And I'm going to try to get this to not fall by starting at the top and working my way down. So I'm going to put, now there's some nice small malachites there. It looks like we're pretty free of mobs up here, which is good. And pick these up here. And now I'm going to get to work. So I'm just going to start taking out this dirt. And we'll find a nice hole somewhere to deposit all this in. And dig up as much of this copper as I can. And it looks like it's about to come daytime. I'm going to try to search around this island a little bit. Sounds like we have a visitor somewhere. Let's see if I can figure out where he's at. There he is. Hi, buddy. How are you? Rather not have to talk to you today, but let's see if we can punch you right off. Hi. Let's get you away from over here. Punch you right down there and let you fall to your death. I can hear another one coming, so I'm going to go ahead and come down here. Let you just kind of stand there. Just throw this over here to the piggies. Here, guys, you can eat that. So I'm going to go back to trying to get this out of here. Might end up going ahead and making me a copper chisel, even though I'd rather not. Seeing as how this is limestone, there's a chance there's going to be something else that we can use in it. And one of the first things I actually need to do is check. And yes, it makes flux. That is awesome. I did think it was one of those, so I can show you guys in the next one what we're going to do with that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Buddy, you need to, like, go away. Because I need this. I need this so bad in my life right now. This is sphalerite. Which this means there's probably a sphalerite vein right underneath here. So I'm going to have a whole lot of mining to do. And this saves me from having to make a copper chisel. This is absolutely awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how we're going to make this first bismuth. Shoot! I just about fell in that hole. And I'm going to cook this up, and I will show you guys what we're going to do with it in the next one. So we need to get some bismuth bronze done here. I'll show you here what we're going to do. We're going to be making, that's brass, that is not what we want. So this is what we want: sphalerite, bismuth, and copper. So we're going to do a 20-20-60 mix is what we're going to work on here. So that'll be 3. Hopefully we'll have enough clay here to do this. Or not clay, copper. Alright, so we're going to do 60 times 3. That'll be 180. So that'll be 18. So there's that. And then we're going to need 6 bismuth. And I definitely have that. Small bismuth, there we go. And we need 6 of these. So now if I've done my math right, that should be enough to get me 3 sets of bronze, which it'll be bismuth bronze. And I'm going to go ahead and get this ready to fire. I want to stay right here actually, because I haven't marked this. And we're going to make a copper chisel, or chisel mold here. Chisel mold is really easy, it's just straight down the center. And we're going to make, let's go ahead and throw a little bit of this stuff in here. And that in there as well. We're also going to make a mace. There we go. And then lastly, we're going to make, if I can remember here, a sword, which I do believe is like this. There we go. Sword. So that's the 3 tools we're going to make this time. So I'll plop these down in here. Now I'm going to do a little bit of digging around over here as well. I'll show you guys what I find when we come back. Hopefully I'll be able to find some more sphalerite in there, and we can make the rest of our tools and start progressing a little more. So y'all have a good one. I will see you next time with a bit of bronze made up and ready to make us some new tools. And then we will have things to kill things with, which is always good. So have a good one, guys.